Have you ever looked at somebody who perhaps embodies your heart desires and go, "Oh, I wish I was just like that"? Well, haven't we all? Our insecurities suddenly creep in, and we subconsciously begin to set unhealthy standards for ourselves when we measure our lives and our state with someone else's, using such phrases as good as, better than, good enough. Some of us are more subtle in our ways. We don't actually show that we covet other people's features, nor do we say it, but we deep down, something within us shifts when we find somebody who is supposedly better than us. Well, what if I told you that constantly comparing yourself to others can not only stunt your growth but prevents you from exploring and realizing your potential and your worth? Well, stick with me on this episode of the Enlightened Podcast as we unravel five great nuggets that helped me and is about to help you break free from something I would like to call the prison of comparison. Take it away. Hi, guys. It's so great to be back. I'm so excited to be filming this. I was almost discouraged, but my mom encouraged me to film this content, and I just know that it is going to reach out to somebody out there and encourage that person too. Um, I'm so excited to have you here. I would like for you to leave your comments down below. Tell me your name, probably your age, and where you're watching from. And if you're watching for the first time, this is the Enlightened Podcast on Lily's Legacy, where we okay, let's go over that one more time. This is the Enlightened Podcast on this legacy where we're empowered to navigate the storms and troubles of growing up through life coaching content. I am your host, Lydia Mark. Okay, today's topic is titled The Prison of Comparison, and the reason why I settled for this content is because it's something we can all relate with, and it is prevalent in today's society. We've got young people comparing themselves to other people while searching for their identity. So, to be a part of this wonderful community of young people, make sure to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell down below that you may be alerted each time I drop a new content like this one, and you are going to be enlightened by each one. When you compare yourself to others too frequently in an unhealthy way, it tampers with your self-esteem. Your focus suddenly deflects from yourself to someone else, that it becomes almost impossible to realize your worth. When we obsess over other people's lives, what makes them special, their achievements, their picture perfect lives, it not only distracts or disrupts our personal growth, but it also blindfolds us and keeps us mentally constrained in self-doubt. Listen to me, it's impossible to grow. It's impossible to go far in life when you're too focused on somebody else's life and what makes them special. Those who obsess over other people's lives and compare themselves with them cannot go far in life. You can only go as far as the box, the prison you've constrained yourself in mentally by measuring yourself to other people allows you. And believe me, it's not so far. No, it's not. Besides sometimes being the root cause of some mental issues like depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, comparison in itself is a prison. I'm going to show you something. Let me cook. Let me cook. You see the word comparison. All you need to do is take out the first few letters before the letter P and the letter A after the letter P, and voila, you've got prison. Like literally. If you know the messed up part about this, there is an infinite number of people to compare yourself with, as well as an infinite number of things to be compared to. especially on social media. You grab your phone, go online, and there's a ton of reasons to feel insecure. There are lots of people out there with intimidating lives and features and qualities and perks. There is a ton of reason to be insecure, to compare yourself to other people. It's like an endless cycle. So I'm going to ask, how long will you keep feeling insecure? How long will you be threatened, anxious, and blue when you find someone who is supposedly better than you, knowing that there is an infinite number of people to actually compare yourself to? If you allow this prison of comparison to grip you, it is going to keep you down. It is going to constrain you. It is going to frustrate your life. You must cultivate a mindset of self sufficiency and contentment. So it's no longer, am I good enough? It is, I am enough. There is no standard to measure up to. I am the standard. So, quickly, the five great nuggets that is going to help you break free from this mental prison of comparison. This has helped me. And I used to compare myself with other people until I empowered myself mentally. And this is just what you need. There is no practical step. There is no magic to it. You've got to renew your mind. You've got to work on your mind because this prison is a mental one. So, first things first, build confidence through understanding your worth. It is true that those who know and understand what they are worth, those who know who they are, don't waste their time coveting other people's lives or comparing themselves with others. There is this strength, this stability that stems from knowing who you are through immediate awareness and through process. There are two ways to understand your worth: through immediate awareness, which this content is doing right now. It is creating an awareness for you today. And secondly, through process, we get to know who we are and understand our worth as we grow, as we undergo the journey of self-discovery. And this entire channel is dedicated to empowering you with content that would help you to embark on the process of self-discovery and help you to realize your worth. So I've classified worth into two groups. We've got the generic understanding of worth, and then we've got individualized worth. Speed talking. So, generic understanding of worth, it is the understanding of humans as a special species and creation of God as a basis of establishing self-worth. So I know that I'm special because I know that every human God created is special, and every human being basically is special. That's a generic kind of understanding of worth. And individualized worth is what makes you special as an individual, as a distinct person. The thoughts, feelings, and personality that characterizes you. If there's one thing I would love to nail into your skull in this content, is that you are special. Boom, that's it. It's a simple phrase, simple yet powerful. You are special. I know this sounds like a cliche, but many cliches are cliched because they're a fact. You're special. And the fundamental way to overcoming the prison of comparison is to know your worth, to understand that you are special, and only you can know what you're truly worth. I can't understand your worth. The understanding that I may have of your worth is that which is being displayed by you who already knows. The only understanding I can have of your worth is that which you show me, and you cannot show me if you don't know what you're worth. So the best way to overcoming this prison of comparison, the fundamental way, is to know what you're worth and to make the most of it by analyzing your personality, your potential, your personal experiences, and your purpose. I call this the 4 P's. These are the four peculiar pieces to the puzzle of your identity. And number two, we can't all be duplicates of each other. Acknowledge uniqueness, embrace specialty. You see, no two people are exactly alike. They may have similarities, but no two people are exactly alike. God doesn't make duplicates. I want you to understand that nobody thinks like you do. Nobody speaks like you do. Nobody sees like you do. Nobody is like you. When we compare ourselves with other people, we see parts of them that we somewhat want to imitate or duplicate. We low key want to be like them. We want to do the things they do. We want to have the things they have. And the question of God is, where then is the place for difference? Where is the place for peculiarity? Where is the place for self expression if all we want is to be like somebody else? Specialty is celebrated, but normality is discarded. Do not ruin the chances you have at exploring the dynamics of your person, of exploring your unique self, because you're too absorbed in the exploration of somebody else's difference expressed in their wins, their fits, their picture perfect lives, and overall lifestyle. I've always told myself that there is nobody I would rather be than me. God, I love myself too much. I love me. I have learned to appreciate, to embrace my personality, the dynamics of my person, all that there is to Lydia. I love myself. It is almost impossible to be down or intimidated by somebody, even if they're better than me. I just don't feel it. I have so fortified this place that I cannot be imprisoned by somebody else's lives. I cannot be intimidated, and that is how it ought to be. Embrace yourself. And we move on to number three, which says, aim towards becoming a better version of yourself. Rather than comparing yourself to somebody else, work on yourself, work on improving yourself. It's one of the things that can help you build a high self-esteem, is working on your competencies. Sometimes our confidence springs from a place of competence, from a place of value. We know one of the reasons why I am so confident in myself is because of my abilities, aside my identity in Christ Jesus, of course. One of the reasons why I feel worthy, I feel valued, is because I have values. I have worked on myself, I have worked on my skills, I have worked on improving myself. So one of the ways you can stand strong and be confident in yourself, and thus not compare yourself to others, is through improving yourself. I've always said that your objective in life shouldn't be to be better than someone else, to compare or surpass their results. Your goal should be aimed towards being the best version of yourself. There's that version of me awaiting discovery. There's that proficient writer, that equipped and empowered life coach. And if I exhaust my time and my resources trying to be like somebody else or focusing on someone else's lifestyle, I will not realize that part of me that is awaiting discovery. My focus right now should be how to grow and reach that level. Not, it would be unwise for me to picture somebody else. Why am I picturing someone else when there is something that I can be, when there is something that is expected of me? So I want you to unlock your potential and just keep growing. Focus on your growth, focus on improving yourself in every way possible. And number four says, draw inspiration from others. Draw inspiration from others. I've met people like myself, I've met speakers like myself who are actually better at this thing that I am, I've got to admit. And rather than feeling attacked or threatened, like, what? You're better than me? I don't sulk. I draw inspiration from them. I assess their lives and check check in on the loopholes in my work and see ways that I can improve. Some people are there to inspire you. They're not there to compete with you. They're not there to be a standard for you. They're there to inspire you to push further, to be stronger, to be better than you currently are. I want to encourage you to turn admiration into inspiration and not competition. Flee from competition. When you find people who are perhaps better than you or who know the stuff that you are involved in more than you, look at their lives and search for ways that you can improve. Let them teach you, let them be a guide for you rather than a roadblock. This will help you. And the last but not the least, number five, it says kick against unhealthy competition. If there's anything I try to run away from as much as possible in this life is unhealthy competition. I just love my peace. I don't want to be better than you. Why would I try to compete with you? No, no, no. And I wrote here that we live in a culture of competition with people constantly measuring their progress with that of others to feel good about themselves. Having such mindset already sets the stage for attack. You're already vulnerable to attacks because you feel like you need to compete with people to feel good about yourself. But that's not true. You don't need to compete with others to validate your worth. You don't need to compete with others to feel good about yourself. Live a life of peace. Live a life of calmness. People should challenge you to grow. That's okay. But they should not impede your peace because you feel like you need to be better than them. I hope that these five nuggets have enlightened you and set you free from the prison of comparison. I hope that henceforth you will not stop to see the good in others, but you will not continue to see the good in others at the expense of realizing or exploring your worth and your potential. I hope that you would not continue to compare yourself with others constantly and in an unhealthy way. If this video has helped you in one way or the other, I would love to know your thoughts in the comments section. I would love to interact with you. And if you've got a story to share pertaining this topic, then go ahead, share your story in the comment section and help somebody else out there. Your feedback is important. Don't forget. And please, please, please don't forget to leave a like on this video to help us reach out to other people out there. Yeah, I will see you in the next content. Thank you for watching. Mwah. Mwah.